Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I hope you are in good spirits, good energy, feeling well rested, rejuvenated. Okay, this is going to be a general reading for all our Tauruses and all Taurus placements. Okay, guys, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not try to make anything fit that does not fit. Alrighty, there's no gender in tarot, so roles may be switched or reversed. Okay. Tarot is just fluid energy. Okay, guys? So remember that. Alrighty. This resonates in the end. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment. Okay, I love to interact. Alright, guys. And also, I do thank you all for all my supporters that's here, that's been here. You guys are greatly, greatly appreciated. And I promise y'all I'm going to get back on a consistent basis with you all. Okay? Getting a better routine to make sure I get these readings out for you guys. Okay? Also, if you have not done so already, if you can hit that notification bell, so you always know when I'm posting new content, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Alright, so let's just tap on into the energy. Well, let's cleanse the energy first. Hold on. Spirit, what's the energy for our Taurus and our Taurus placements? What's the energy for our Taurus and our Taurus placements? We got a house, mature woman, main male. Let's get 3 more. We got poverty, occupation. Let's get 1 more. And we got courtship. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we got family room, marriage. Okay, so let's see. So are you dating someone new? I feel like a lot of you all have taken some time out to focus on self. And maybe you are now in the midst of meeting new people, dating around. I'm not sure if you're like in something really serious. It is a courtship card here, so dating, you know, getting to know someone here, okay? Also, for someone, it could be something going on inside of a family home. We do have house here. Family room was on the bottom of the deck. There could be some type of important meeting going on here as well. Between, got a mature woman coming out. We have main male here as well. I don't know if it's something here as far as like some older woman that's around you. It could flip the roles if you have to, but I don't know. Like, you're giving the main character energy, but there's somebody that's more mature, like more older than you, maybe an elder around. Like, I don't know. I feel like does somebody, mom or dad, like stay in their house with them, or someone's taking care of their mother or their father? We have a mature woman here, and we also have poverty here as well with occupation. I feel like whoever this person is, they worked their entire life, and I don't know. You know how jobs kind of we definitely have to get some more. But you know how jobs, like, you could be at a job for a very long time. I don't care if you've been there for 20, 25 years, 30 years. These jobs will let you go at any given moment with no explanation. Okay? Like, it's giving me vibes that, I don't know, this could be somebody in your family or somebody around you that may have lost a occupation, and it was actually a career. This was not just a regular type of job. This was something that they really put their all into, okay? Something has come to an end for someone. I'm also getting that if it hasn't came to an end, because we do have poverty here, I feel like with this big old house right here, somebody could be inheriting a house as well, a huge house. So like somebody's parents have like property or something of that nature. You are bound to inherit that. So basically here, like whoever this home belongs to, this person worked very, 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 very hard for this home there. This person put their all into their career, and this is how this person was able to dig themselves out of poverty and build a beautiful home to pass down through the family. This could be, because we got main male here, this could be someone's mother. So if you are a divine masculine here, this could be your mother. Maybe your mother worked really, really hard to have the things that she has right now. Or parents. It could be parents, but I'm definitely getting this mature woman here. So an older woman is here. And she worked very hard to make sure she raised you the proper way, make sure you had the things that you needed, make sure you were guided in the right path, making sure that she had everything she needed in order to make sure you grew up in the right environment. This person really bust their ass for you. I feel like now, like someone knows that their mom did like bust their ass for them. Like somebody knows that, like you know that already, and you're very grateful and appreciative of that. I feel like that's something that you're really, really thinking about though. I don't know if this is like just thinking about, like, you know, we have Mother's Day coming up. Maybe you're thinking about something really nice or special to do for your mother. Because your mother just always just been there. Just always been there. Been a strong, will-powered woman. This person that was a nurturer, was always there when you needed her. And you just want to do something nice for her. I also get the vibe that maybe because of the type of mother you have high expectations when it comes to certain things. So if you're like dating, you're not really taking everybody serious. Like, you know when to take your time with somebody. You're not gonna take whoever you're dating, you're not gonna just take a random person around your mother. Okay? So somebody like care about their mama, like I don't call your mama's boy, but your mama, you love your mama to death, like, and you have a lot of respect for your mother. So I feel like here you know what type of woman your mom is, and she presented to you what type of woman you should be with. Okay? And I feel like you're looking for some of those same type of characteristics in, you know, while you're dating. And I feel like if you are in the sense of dating someone, you may be seeing those characteristics in someone, and you may be thinking about taking this person home to meet mom. Okay? You could even be like telling this person about your mother, like letting them know like how hard your mother worked. I don't know if your mom was a single mother, or, you know, this could be, you know, however the story goes. But here is a mature woman coming out, and then we have the main male coming out. So I'm definitely getting the older woman, and with the main male here, this is somebody's mother. We have a son-mother situation here. Okay? Family room. Are you bringing someone to meet your mom? Or are you dating someone with intentions, I'm assuming? Okay? Maybe you're... Okay, because we have marriage under the family room card too. So this is somebody you see potential with. You have high intentions to grow with this person. And so maybe you're ready to let your mother meet this person, okay? So let's just get a little bit of tarot. Kind of get a little clarity on what's going on, and then go from there. What's this house card coming out for our Taurus? Let's see. You got the Hierophant in reverse. We'll get like 2 cards per card. Let's see. Let's get one more. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And we got the Lovers in reverse. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. I feel like for some of you all, maybe in the past, and this could be you just reminiscing on from childhood on up, like you're coming to your maturity level. Of course, you're aging and you're growing with your age, right? So I feel like there could have been a little rebellion back in the day, you know, when you were living in the same house with your mom. Okay, maybe you know, you felt like you wanted to do things in your own way. Maybe there was a method that you would like to do instead of the method that your mom wanted you to do, okay? Not wanting to conform into whatever was going on inside the household. So whatever the structure was there, you really didn't want to conform to it. So a lot of like rebellious energy here, okay? So probably caused a lot of conflict and imbalance inside this house, okay? Maybe a few bad choices, you know, a lot of detachment here. But yeah. So of course, like typical things that goes on maybe in your teenage years, you know, adolescent years when you're growing up, you know, the kids get their attitudes. It's like they come into that stage, you know. Let's just kind of get a little bit more. I kind of want like one more for this one because I'm getting rebellious energy here. So maybe when you lived in this home as a child, there was some type of let's see, some type of imbalance. Okay, so yeah. Here we got the 2 of Swords came out. I'm gonna take both of them though. I wanted one more, but I'm gonna take the both that came out. We got the Hermit as well. Yeah. So yeah, you had to make some difficult choices in your life. You had to make some difficult choices, and it was more of a self-reflection for yourself. Okay, so I feel like you didn't know yourself back then, like you were still learning yourself. And it's, of course, as an adolescent, you are still growing and you are still learning. So at that time, maybe you didn't know yourself fully, and maybe you and your mom used to bump heads a lot. And I mean, it could have just been because you were just trying to find yourself, find your way in life. And, you know, sometimes things can be tough, you know. Sometimes it's hard to talk to our parents and stuff. Sometimes we have those strong-willed minded parents that you have to watch what you say, or even if you're not being mean or rude and you're just kind of trying to express yourself, you still have to watch it because you're bound to get a response that you're really not looking for. And sometimes the responses may not be a response that we want. I don't know if you know, you get that saying, like if you have like those tough, real strict parents, I mean, don't play about goddamn thing. Like, them type of parents, you get it. You get the gist, okay? So, let's see. Why is this mature woman coming up? We got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Any more for this mature woman? King of Wands in reverse. And we got the Emperor upright. Okay, so... yeah, I feel like you were a little bit irresponsible, lazy back then, a little foolish, okay? And I just feel like, maybe you felt in that time, maybe you felt powerless. Maybe you felt like, maybe you felt like there were things you wanted to do, but you just didn't know how to start it, okay? You procrastinated on things maybe in the past. It's just like, there was some immaturity here. Maybe, a little more laziness there, okay? And I feel like your mom was like on your bumper about getting your shit together. Like, I feel like your mom wanted you to be in this Emperor energy. Like, your mom just wanted you to be stable. They just wanted structure in your life. They wanted to provide that structure. They wanted to provide that protection. They wanted you to be protected, okay? Not to really fully control you, but they wanted you to go down the right path. They wanted you to focus and self-discipline yourself, okay? So they wanted you to really, really, like, dive in and tune into what it is that you need to do within life, because I feel like this person really worked hard and they wanted you to do the same thing, okay? So, and not that sometimes tough love is what I would call this. This is tough love here, and even though it may have seemed like, yo, this person is so goddamn mean, I feel like this person, whatever they were trying to do and however they were trying to raise you or teach you, I just feel like at the time, maybe it didn't feel like that's what it was. Maybe at the time you were confused, okay, and you didn't know, like, oh, this is what tough love is. Sometimes tough love is needed. I mean, not all the time, but tough love sometimes is needed, because it does gets a lot of people off their butts and get them to get into action of what they need to be doing, okay? So I do feel like, yeah, maybe in the past you felt like there was some type of hidden motive. Maybe you felt like your mom disliked you. There was just something not there that you were just so confused about. Why is she so hard on me? Why is she like this? Why is she like that? And if you grew up in like a single parent household, then and your mom really bust her ass and made sure you got where you're at, and you're like really good, you know what I'm saying, you're a great person and stuff, and they did everything they possibly can to make sure that you're a great person. This person just want the best for you, especially when there's just one person raising you in the house. That's like the mama and the daddy, especially if the dad is not involved at all whatsoever. So I'm not saying that your father was not involved, but if they weren't, your mom played both roles. And so this is why your mom was so strict. Why your mom was so like, no, you got to do this. You have to do that. You have to do this. So, not to be mean, but wanting the best for you, okay? Just wanted the best for you, okay? They wanted things to happen in your life that was good for you. You know, they didn't want you to go down the same road that they went down. They didn't want you to go through the same cycles that they went through, okay? With the High Priestess in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune upright, okay? No, there was no hidden motives here, but that's what you thought. Maybe you didn't know what the situation was, okay? But I do feel like somebody had a lot of burden, a lot of responsibility on their back already, and they were stressed. Your mother was stressed, okay? She was burnt out, okay? Struggling, but trying to keep it together for you, okay? Or if there were any other children in the home, she was making sure you and your siblings had what y'all needed, you know? Okay, let's get something on this main male. Okay, what's these? We got Page of Swords, Seven of Swords in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse. So, with main male coming out, I feel like you are now at a time in your life where you're very curious, you're witty, you're very communicative at this time, and you're very inspired to do things that you want to do, okay? I feel like the truth has been revealed on what your mother really wanted out of, you know, as far as raising you growing up and stuff, okay? And maybe your mom wanted to keep you away from people that were just not good for you, or keep you away from the environments that wasn't good for you either, okay? So having a conscience, okay, you may have a little regret because of how you felt like your mom may have been, or maybe because you felt like your mom was being like this bad person, or, you know, or they weren't the nicest. You kind of have those regrets because you knew that all your mom wanted was the best for you. I mean, and it's something that you're thinking about today, okay? Maybe in the past you caused your mom a lot of disappointments, okay? Or you caused yourself some disappointments as well. And maybe, you know, maybe you and your mom became distant for some time, or detached from each other due to avoiding conflict, but also wanting to go your own way and do what you wanted to do, but maybe realizing that some of the things that your mom was telling you actually was something that would help you. And so maybe retracting now and going back to what your mom is trying to teach you and tell you, and maybe actually listening to what she told you to do now. Okay, so, you know, adolescent years, you got your moodiness, you got temper tantrums, okay, you're upset, you know, the typical stuff of an adolescent or teenager, okay? So I get it, okay? So now maybe you're just kind of reminiscing on this, okay? You're reminiscing on it. Let's see. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse and Temperance in reverse. Yeah, and that caused a lot of imbalance, okay? Maybe a lot of insecurity too. I don't know if it's because you were the man. Maybe you felt like you were the man of the house, so maybe you felt like you were too dependent on the woman, and you feel like, I don't know, for some of you all, or maybe this is a specific story, somebody didn't like their mom working as hard as they did. Like, it's almost like, made them sad. They feel like the mom just shouldn't have to work like that. And maybe because at the time they weren't able to really help out or whatever, they feel like they were being too dependent. Okay, they feel like your mom's giving too much. Something of that nature. Maybe you wanted to help more but couldn't. Maybe your mom was like, no, I want you to do this. I need you to finish school. I need you to go in this direction. We will be okay, you know. But maybe somebody felt like there was just it was a lot of imbalance there because of this, okay? And that's a lot of, that's something that somebody's really, like, thinking about right now. Like, the lack of balance that was there, okay? Maybe there was a lack of recognition for your mother. Maybe you want to give her recognition now. Like, you really want to show your appreciation and thanks to her. Okay, what's this poverty card here? What's this poverty card? Page of Cups. Okay, we got the Page of Wands. We got the Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So, I feel like your mom did everything that she possibly could to keep you guys out of poverty. She didn't want you guys to be in poverty. She didn't, you know, you guys struggled enough. So maybe just trying to make sure that you didn't have to go through the same stuff. Yeah, of course, okay? Wanting you to really, really just focus on what you need to focus on, okay? I feel like after some time, you did start focusing on the things that you need to focus on as well, okay? But I do feel like now that you have grown and elevated in your life, you're now older, you're looking back at things and you're just seeing how innocent your mother was and is, okay, if they're still here. And I feel like at some point in your life you felt like, you know, maybe things weren't going right, but now everything that your mom has done for you, keeping you out of poverty, putting you in a better environment, making sure you're in a decent school, making sure you had everything you needed, whether there was arguments or some type of conflict or stress, you know, disputes, whatever, you still got through it. And I feel like now maybe you feel like you just owe your mom a little more. Like, you want to help her. You want to make sure you give her something nice. You want to be generous. You want to give back to her. Reward her for everything that she has done and reward her for raising such a young man, great young man, okay? You have grown into a wonderful, wonderful man. Okay? I feel like you're full of new ideas, you're happy, you're in a great energy now. So nothing bad going on right now really for you. I just feel like you're reminiscing now, and our parents are important. We only get one of both. So if your parents are in your life, love them while they're on this earth, because when they're gone you don't get them back. Okay, so love them while they're here. Show them your appreciation while they're here. Okay. And what's this occupation card? Okay, yeah, we got the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then we got the Six of Swords in reverse. Let's get more. Yes. The Moon card in reverse. I feel like somebody's releasing fear now. There's something here. Somebody really, really worked hard. I'm going to keep on saying this. Somebody really, really worked hard. But it was also like somebody in the past who felt like they were stuck. And it could be you too. Maybe you felt like you were stuck somewhere, okay? Or is it that you keep on reminiscing about the past? Are you stuck in the past right now? Like, is it something that keeps stopping you here? Like, there's something that you keep going back to that you need to maybe make right. So if you're not talking to your mom right now, maybe y'all detached or been distant, maybe you need to reach out to this person and reach out. You might not even feel happy right now because you're not in contact with your mother. For somebody's not in contact with their mom. And it's not because that they're not on this earth, just because y'all have a lack of communication. Maybe some disagreements here, okay? Not coming to some type of common ground here, okay? Somebody really loves their mother. They really love her. And I feel like somebody mama love their baby boy. Like, somebody love it goes vice versa. So there's something here. I feel like now, because somebody's meeting somebody's in this courtship, and of course they want their mom to be involved, okay? Of course they want their mother to be involved in everything, okay? So maybe they see some type of marriage with this person, and they want their mom to be involved in every step of the way. They want their mom's honest opinion, because mom's opinion actually matters. Moms know best. Their intuitions be going, okay? So, let's see here. What's this courtship card? Got 10 of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, stability, security. Got Death in reverse. Somebody's scared of change, or somebody's scared of repeating the same negative patterns. Okay, so I feel like you're wanting to be the best man that you possibly can be, because looking back on life, if you grew up in a single parent household and it was just you and your mom, you seen how hard it was, your mom doing everything on her own and dad not being around, so she didn't have help. You don't want that for your kids, your future kids that you may have, or the kids that you do have, okay? You don't want that for them. You want a stable home. You want a stable family. You want love. You want everything that you didn't have growing up. You want to make sure that you are providing that for your future kids if you don't have them, or kids if you do have, okay? And I just think now you're kind of just trying to make sure that things that don't go in that direction. You want to make sure you're meeting the right person, making sure that you're not having kids with the wrong person, and you just want to make sure you're making the right decisions, because you don't want your kids, future kids, or kids that's here now, to go through what you went through in the past. Although you had a wonderful mother, sometimes it's better to grow up in two-parent households. Some people rather their kids grow up in two-parent households, you know, and that's just that. So I feel like it's not that maybe a distance thing either, but someone just wanted to make sure that the same cycle does not repeat itself. He wants to make sure, unlike how your father was not in your life, or by the home being a single parent household, unlike them, you want to be better. You don't want to be that same individual. So you're going to be the one that's actually there. You're going to make sure you're in that household, which is why you're making sure that whoever you're dating is the right individual for you. And you're making sure when mom meets this individual that she actually agrees with you, that this is the right one for you, okay? So you really care about what mom says, and her opinion matters, okay? So, yeah, with the World card coming out in reverse, yeah, I feel like you're really scared of something repeating the negative patterns, because that causes that lack of achievement feeling there, or a feeling of incompleteness or emptiness, and you just don't want that anymore. And I feel like you're just trying to make sure things are right, okay? Things are right. You don't want conflict. You don't want to keep going through things with people, or arguing with people. Even, you know, you just don't want that. I don't feel like you're a confrontational person unless you have to be, okay? I feel like you are inspired right now. You are in a rejuvenating energy, and you're healing right now. You're in a renewal energy, okay? You are woke. You are woke, okay? and you have went through a great transformation. And I feel like now you're just reminiscing on childhood onto adolescence to your adulthood, and you're just realizing that, hey, I know how I grew up. I know my mama worked damn good and hard to make sure that I got where I am today, and without my mother I would not be who I am today. So therefore, yeah, I'm going to show my appreciation, but I'm going to make sure that I'm better than the father that I had in my life that was not there. And this is for somebody that actually grew up without their father in their life, period. Okay? We're not talking about the ones that them parents was both. No, we're talking about somebody that literally grew up in a home with a single mother, and the father was not there at all. Not in the house, and not there to help still was not taking care of the kid. That's what I'm saying. You don't want that. You seen how hard your mom worked? You seen your mom bust her ass all your motherfucking childhood. And you said you're not going to do that to the person you meet. That's why you want to have kids with the right person. Okay? Have kids with the right person because you don't want your kids to go through the same thing that you went through. Because, yeah, you start to see people out here going to stuff with their fathers or their mothers. If, things can go vice versa. And you start to wish you had those things and stuff. And then you start to think, if I ever have kids, I'll never put my kids through that. And that's just where your mindset is now. You're making better decisions, and you're making sure that you don't repeat the same negative cycles that have been going on and on and on again in your life. Okay? Alrighty, so you're trying to break a generational curse right here. And that's just that, okay? But that's what I got for you guys today. Alrighty, so if this reading resonated any little bit, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, okay? A like. Alrighty, hit that notification bell so you always know when I'm posting new content. Alrighty. And again, subscribe. I do appreciate all the love and support you guys have been showing me and just sticking around. And like I said, I'm going to get a little bit more consistent, but I'm trying to just at least make sure I'm getting one video out a day for you guys. And I am going to be switching some things up on the channel. But needless to say, I'm back. Okay? And whatever you guys have going on, just make sure you're doing it with good energy. Okay? Alrighty, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.